Welcome to this video, and today video we will discuss about the another DNA virus family, that is the Sarcoviridae. The Sarcoviridae or Sarcovirus is the small and non-enveloped virus. The virus of the Sarcovirus is the small in the size and they are non-enveloped virus. They have the icosahedral symmetry. And the diameter of the Sarcovirus is the 17 to 22 nanometer. 17 to 22 nanometer in the diameter. Next point, that they causes disease in the vertebrate animals and plants. The Sarcovirus causes disease in the vertebrate animals and also in the birds and plants. The Sarcovirus stable in the environment at pH 3 to 9. They are stable in the wide range of the pH in environment, that is the pH range, that is pH 3 to pH 9, and are resistant to heat at 60 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes. So the Sarcovirus is destroyed by the even in the hot air oven or autoclave. Next point about the Sarcovirus, they have the circular single stranded DNA. Sarcovirus have the circular single stranded DNA. They have the single stranded DNA. Only two DNA virus of the animals they have the single stranded DNA, that is the Sarcovirus or Parvovirus. So this point is important. The Sarcovirus has the circular single stranded DNA as a genetic material. And next point, that is the replication occurs in the nuclei of the dividing cell. The Sarcovirus replicate in the nuclei of the dividing cell, just like the lymphocytic cells or hemopoietic cells. Next point, that is causes disease in the chicken, pescetian birds and pigs. They causes mainly diseased in the chickens, pescetian birds and pigs. They also infect other domestic and wild animals and also in the vertebrate animals, but then they not causes serious disease condition in other animals and birds. The distribution of the Sarcovirus is the worldwide. Then the Sarcoviridae fell into the three groups. Sarcoviridae have the three genus that are infect various birds and plants. That is, first one is the animal Sarcovirus. They have 17 nm in the diameter. First one is the animal Sarcovirus. They have 17 nanometer in the diameter. They call the porcine Sarcovirus. And beak and feather disease virus have been assigned into the genus of the Sarcovirus. First genus, that is the Sarcovirus, and the Sarcovirus is the mainly the animal Sarcovirus. Include the mainly animal Sarcovirus, and the diameter of the Sarcovirus is the 17 nanometer. That is the 17 nanometer in the diameter, and they causes mainly the porcine Sarcovirus. And beak and feather disease virus. They include this Sarcovirus include mainly two virus, that is the porcine Sarcovirus and beak and feather disease virus. So first genus, that is the Sarcovirus. In Sarcoviridae, first genus, that is the Sarcovirus. Second one is the Gyrovirus. Second genus, that is the Gyrovirus. In Gyrovirus, chicken anemia virus include the chicken anemia virus, that is the 22 nanometer in diameter. 22 nanometer in diameter, and the type species has been assigned the newly created genus, that is the Gyrovirus. This is the newly assigned group in the Cercoviridae family, that is the Gyrovirus, and the Gyrovirus genus, and they include the chicken anemia virus, and the diameter of the chicken anemia virus, that is the 22 nanometer in diameter. Third group, that is the Nanoviridae. Nanoviridae. In Nanoviridae, the third grouping contains the plant viruses, which have now been assigned to a family, that is the nanovirus. So nanovirus is only for the plants. They causes disease, or the include all virus that causes disease in plants, and gyrovirus they include the chicken anemia virus, and cercovirus they causes, oh sorry, they include two virus, that is the porcine cercovirus and beak and feather disease virus. Then the clinical infections with the chicken anemia virus and with the porcine cercovirus are of veterinary interest. Mainly two virus that are veterinary interest or related to the veterinary importance, that is the chicken anemia virus and porcine cercovirus. Okay, next point, that is beak and feather disease virus is associated with the debilitating immunosuppressive disease of the young pescetarian birds, and particularly the cockatoos. Beak and feather disease virus is associated with the debilitating mucosuppressive disease of the young pescetarian birds, particularly cockatoos. Then first disease that causes by the cercovirus, that is the chicken anemia virus, or chicken anemia disease, or that causes by the chicken anemia virus. Infection occurs worldwide in all countries of world. The causative agent of the chicken anemia, that is the chicken anemia virus. The disease name is the chicken anemia, and the virus that causes by the disease chicken anemia is the chicken anemia virus. The avian gyrovirus first, subdivided in the avian gyrovirus first. In the Cercoviridae family, has been member of the genus Gyrovirus. Sorry, this is the single stranded DNA with circular genome. The single stranded DNA with circular genome. The virus is not known to infect other than the chickens. The chicken anemia virus mainly infect the chickens. Mainly the chicken anemia virus cannot infect the other birds. This is not known. Next point, only a single serotype has been recognized. Only single serotype of the chicken anemia virus is recognized. Some low level genetic variation has been reported among virus isolate both within or between countries. Some of the genetic variation or low level genetic variation may be found within or between countries in some isolates of the chicken anemia virus. Then the transmission. The natural route of the chicken anemia virus transmission is oral and feces from the infected chickens. Mainly the transmission of the chicken anemia virus by the oral and feces of the infected birds or infected chickens. Next one is the horizontally by the direct contact or contaminated fomites. Also they transmit the chicken anemia virus, that is the horizontal means the direct contact, or they may be contact with the infected material, just like the utensils that we can use in the poultry farms and for the zoo. Next point, that is the horizontal transmission is through the inhalation or oral exposure, and virus is shed in the feces and feather dander. In the horizontal transmission, virus also transmit by the inhalation or oral exposure, maybe by the respiration or through the respiration, or by the oral exposure means they can eat or take the virus with the food material and also with the water. The virus is shed in the feces and feather dander also. The virus is shedded by the infected chickens in the form of the feces and in the feather dander also transmit vertically through the eggs. Also transmit the chicken anemia virus through the egg means they transmit uh, through the hen to her hen to egg. So this is called as the vertical transmission. So mainly transmission is the oral and oral transmission or by the inhalation transmission. Mainly the route that is the oral and inhalation, and also through the egg route or a vertical transmission. Then the clinical symptoms. It is an acute immunosuppressive disease of the young chickens. Mainly the chicken anemia disease is the immunosuppressive disease, means the birds they have the immunosuppressive and immunosuppressed, they are easily infected with the chicken anemia virus. Next point, chickens of the 24-week of the age are infected and developed anemia. They have the 24-week of age chickens. They are infected and they developed anemia, so called as the chicken anemia virus. Infected chickens have mortality approximately 10 to 20%. Mortality rate of the chicken anemia virus is 10 to 20%. Next point, the surviving chicken recovered from anemia by the 20 to 28 days post infection. After surviving, they recovered from anemia within the 20 to 28 days post infection. Then the characterized, how to identify the birds are infected with the chicken anemia virus. They show the anorexia and lethargy. They show the anorexia, they not cannot taken the food, and they are show of the lethargy. Next point, depression and anemia. If we diagnose or we put our blood profiling, so they we are found to the birds infected with the chicken anemia virus, they are anemic. Next point, atrophy or hypoplasia of the lymphoid organs. Decrease the size of the lymphoid organs, they call the atrophy. The decrease the size is called as the atrophy or hypoplasia. Hyperplasia is called as increase and hypoplasia is called decrease. So atrophy and hypoplasia of the lymphoid organs, mainly lymphoid organs, because the organs are continuously dividing. Lymphoid organ have the continuously dividing cells, and the sarcovirus is uh, in fact the continuously dividing cells only. Next point, cutaneous, subcutaneous or intramuscular hemorrhages also found cutaneous, subcutaneous and intramuscular hemorrhages found in if we take the postmortem or autopsy. Increase the mortality rate. Starting the mortality rate is the 10 to 20%, but after some time the increase the mortality rate within birds. Then the gross lesions, thymic and bone marrow atrophy. Thymic and bone marrow atrophy also found in the gross sections, less commonly bursal atrophy. Generally, the bursal atrophy is not found with the chicken anemia virus. Chickens, next point, that is the chickens with the severe anemia, hemorrhagic aplastic anemia syndrome is characterized by the intracutaneous, subcutaneous and intramuscular hemorrhages can also occur. Those chicken they have the severe anemia, anemia and hemorrhagic aplastic anemia syndrome, they are characterized by the intracutaneous, subcutaneous or intramuscular hemorrhages. They are also found at the time of the autopsy or postmortem. They also found the intracutaneous, subcutaneous and intramuscular hemorrhages. Then the histological lesions. In histological lesions, we include the generalized lymphoid atrophy and depletion. Generalized lymphoid atrophy means atrophy of the lymphoid organs and depletion of the lymphoid organs and pain myeloptosis of the bone marrow, that is the wasting or degradation of the blood forming element of the bone marrow, that is the pain myeloptosis, that is the wasting or degradation of the blood forming elements of the bone marrow. Next is the blood may be watery and clot slowly as a consequence of the thrombocytopenia. They also cause the thrombocytopenia. Secondary bacterial infection is common with this. So these are the histological lesions. These are the histological lesions. Next one is the diagnosis. The diagnosis is based on the history, based on the flock history, clinical signs with the birds, and gross and microscopic and pathologic logic finding that are helpful with the diagnosis of the chicken anemia virus. These are the based on the history, clinical sign, gross, microscopic and pathological findings. Next one is the viral DNA is radially detected by the PCR. Viral DNA is detected by the PCR. Viral antigen can be detected in the tissue by the immunohistochemistry using the virus specific antibodies. Next technique or method we can use for the diagnosis of the chicken anemia virus, that is the virus isolation can be done in susceptible cell lines. First 1 day old chicks or chick embryo which must be virus and antibody negative. So next diagnostic method, that is the virus isolation, and virus isolation done in the susceptible cell line, that is the 1 day old chicks or chick embryo. Next point, method for the serological identification of the chick anemia virus infection include ELISA, indirect immunofluorescence test and virus neutralization test. So these three serological tests that we can use for the confirmatory we can use for the diagnosis of the chicken anemia virus, that is the ELISA, indirect immunofluorescence test and a virus neutralization test. Next, that is the chicken anemia virus is the only avian circovirus that can be efficiently propagate in the cell culture, specifically in the lymphoblastoid T cells and B cell lines. Then the vaccination. Several commercial vaccines are available and are mainly used in the broiler breeders, especially in the breeder vaccination, especially used for the breeders, not for the boilers, because your broilers are consumed in early age of the birds, but breeders they live longer, and the chicken anemia virus mainly affect the 24 week of age of the birds. So the breeders, broiler breeders or mainly vaccinated with the chicken anemia virus. Next disease that causes by the circovirus is the pig circovirus infection, and pig circovirus infection, that is the porcine circovirus first, is the known pathogenic. Many of the circovirus infect the many strain of the circovirus infect the pigs. They include, first one is the porcine circovirus first. Porcine circovirus first is the non pathogenic with the pigs. Next point, that is antigenically and genomically distinct circovirus, porcine circovirus second, that called as the PCV second. Porcine circovirus second, PCV second, is consistently isolate from the piglets with the post-winning multisystemic wasting syndrome, that called as PMWS. So porcine circovirus second isolate from the piglet that are after to that winning, so they called as the post winning multisystemic wasting syndrome. The virus has also been linked to porcine dermatitis and neuropathy syndrome, that called as the PDNS, and also reproductive problems. So the pig circovirus infection or a porcine circovirus second infection also linked with the porcine dermatitis and neuropathy syndrome, that called as the PDNS, and also to the reproductive problems. The three genotypes are recognized with the pig circovirus infection, that is the PCV2A, PCV2B, PCV2C. PCV, that is the porcine circovirus, and the next point, that is the as pig infected with the PCV2 do not always develop the PMWS condition. Then the clinical signs. Affected animals are usually 2 to 4 months of age, persistent with the weight loss, dyspnea, enlarged lymph nodes, diarrhea, and sometime icterus. So mainly affected animals are that are the 2 to 4 months of the age. 2 to 4 months of age are mainly affected, and they show the symptom, that is the persistent with the weight loss, dyspnea, difficulty in the breathing, enlarged lymph nodes, and also show there the diarrhea and sometimes icterus. So these are mainly condition found with the pig circovirus infection. Next point, morbidity rate is in affected herd tend to range from the 4 to 30%, with the mortality rate up to the 80% in the affected pigs. Morbidity, that is the infection rate. Infection rate in the herd, that is the 4 to 30%. 4 to 30% is the morbidity rate or infection rate, and the mortality rate is the up to 80% with the affected pigs. So this is the pig circovirus infection is important in pig population because of they have the high mortality rate. So pig circovirus is important infection in pig population. Then the diagnosis. The diagnosis of the PMWS, that is the post-winnings multisystemic wasting syndrome, is based on the clinical sign and the pathological finding. They show the specific clinical signs just like the enlarged lymph node, weight loss, dyspnea, diarrhea, and some of the pathological finding that indicate that the pig are infected with the porcine circovirus second. Next point, that is the histopathological changes in the lymphoid tissue, which is characteristics include the granulomatous inflammation of the lymphoid organs. Some of the histological changes that is indicate to the porcine circovirus second infection in the pig population, that is changes in the lymphoid tissue, and which is characteristics, that is include the granulomatous inflammation in the lymphoid tissue. Granulomatous inflammation in the lymphoid tissue, that is the important histopathological changes in the lymphoid tissue in the pig that affected with the circovirus porcine circovirus second. Next point, intracytoplasmic inclusion body in the macrophage. This is also important thing, that is they have the DNA virus and they produce the intracytoplasmic inclusion body, and the intracytoplasmic inclusion body found in the macrophage with the porcine circovirus second. Next point, antibodies to PCV second may be detected using the indirect immunofluorescence and immunoperoxidase monolayer assay or ELISA. So antibody we can also detect it by some of the serological test with the infection of the PVC second, that is these are detected by the using of some serological test, that are indirect immunofluorescence test or immunoperoxidase monolayer assay or also by the ELISA. Next point, that is virus isolation in the pig cell line is also indicative of the infection.